Welcome, dear viewers. In this video, we will continue working on our financial modeling. We have started from the scratch. We have done our income statement and also the percentage variations in these years, as you see. Now, next, we are going to build the format of balance sheet, and we're gonna fill it up, and then we continue doing our financial modeling since we start from the scratch. All right, so for us to build a balance sheet, we have here 3 years data from 2019 to 2021. So this is our data. As you see, we have sub items, line items here, and the totals, trade receivables, inventory, PPD, cash, and then total assets. In the same way, we have the total liabilities and equity. So we are going to pick up this main account items: trade receivables, inventory, PPE, cash, and then total assets, trade payables, provisions, financial liabilities, other liabilities, equity. Finally, we're gonna take all these main items to our balance sheet. But we have to also make sure that all these years are in the same format. It's very important for us to check it. So here column C, the amount for this one, also column C. It's good to put them in the same order. For this one, it is column D, but it doesn't matter. Once you are aware of these differences, you can check for any discrepancies later. Okay, now let me pick these main items from here. I press Control and then I select them all. We're gonna use as they are written in our source sheet. So I take them to here, and then I go for copy special values. That's it. And then down here, trade payables, provisions, financial liabilities, other liabilities, equity, and total. Copy balance sheet. You can come here, copy special, format values. That's it. Maybe we don't need these all things to be like this. Let me say no border. Yes, I do border only for main subtotals here, for assets and the liabilities and equity here. So I can copy paste the header from my income statement uh, for 3 years. Copy paste. Copy special values. That's it. Great. So copy special formats also. Yes. Now I also format for my sub items, which is assets. For asset, as I said in the sales styles, I have done these subheadings previously. If you come here, you see this balance sheet heading 1, balance sheet heading 2. So this is heading 2 for me. So I select heading 2. In the same way, you can give any name. It doesn't matter the name you give. It's only for you to, yeah. So now it looks good. That means it shows the totals from other items. It identifies totals from other items. All right. And by doing this, next we are going to do, what we are going to do is filling up. So now, before we proceed to fill up this our balance sheet from our source sheet, let's do this put in the correct form, because we should not leave balance sheet as if it shows um, the entire period. It doesn't show the entire period. As you know, balance sheet shows the balance of total assets and total liabilities and equity at a point in time. So we have to show the end date for this one. This is set one or December 2019. In the same way, we can do this 2020, and this also that one December 2021. Yes, now it's clear. And then we can also put the summation for this one, which is the sum of all the items we have here. You may put these things in a normal or usual format. In the usual format of balance sheet, we put current assets on the top, like cashes, inventory, trade receivables, and then comes long-term assets or fixed assets like PP&E. So let's proceed like this for our example. In the same way here, the sum for both liability and equity. This works for all the years here. And then let's also put here check. This check is the difference between the assets and the liabilities and equity on the other side. So equal to asset minus liability. So we have to make sure that the two sides are equal. If it's not equal, that means our work is not correct. We need to correct it. All right. So this is how to format balance sheet. Okay, now we will fill up this balance sheet with function of index, match, and a match twice. Why do we do this match function twice? Uh, it's because we have two criteria. The first thing is we have two criteria. We are going to look for these financial items and also for the year. That's one thing. And also, whenever you have differences in the format of source sheet, this is highly advisable. For example, in our case, we have this case that we have this column like for amount in 2021 it's in D column, but for 2022, 2020 and then 2019 it's in C column. So if you have such kind of discrepancies in your source sheet, you can confidently apply or use this function together. So now let's apply these functions. I hit equal sign index, and then in index I select the entire array. The first one is array, actually array or reference. The main function of index is that it shows you the array of results from which array or from which reference you are going to look for the values that you are looking. So I select the entire sheet so that I should not miss anything because of change in format. I select the entire sheet and then I fix them all. Then I go for match function. So in my first match function, I look the lookup value will be my financial item here, which is receivable. Sorry, no, it's from balance sheet here. Yes, it's from here. Trade receivable, which holds all the receivables from the source sheet. And then I fix the column and reference. It's because I don't want it to move to from B to C when I copy paste the formula to the right. So going down is okay in this case because I expect uh, to get values for all these items from the source sheet. So I don't need to fix the row in this case. Only column is okay or enough. And then the lookup array for me to fill up these items is it should be here in the first column where I can see these items. So I fix entire column here, just fix it, and then I put based on my computer suggestion, and then exact match. I need exact match, otherwise zero. All right. So yeah, the next criteria that I'm going to match is the year. So the year I'm going to match function, and then I have to look for which year first, for this year first. So I fix row in this case. Why I do need to fix row is because I don't want it to move from this row to down, because if it moves from this row, from row 3 to row 4, it cannot find the year I'm looking. So that's why I'm fixing the row reference. And then the lookup array for row for year is here in the source sheet, which is in the first row, right? So I fix it here, and uh, and then what comes is I'm looking for the exact match. I put 0 and double bracket. The first bracket is for this match function. The second bracket is for entire index function. That's it. Now let's try. Let's see if it works. Yes, it works. Great. Now let's try to copy paste down to other items here. Great, it works. And now let's try to copy down to this balance, liabilities and equity items. I use copy special. I paste only their formulas. And then here we go. Yes, you see here the check shows 0. That means our asset balance on one side and liabilities and equity on the other side are equal. Okay, what if we copy paste this formula to the right? Will it work? It's not working. Why do you think it's not working? It's because if you click on it, it shows you that it's getting data for 2019, 2019, 2019, but it is for 2020. So we have to change this year to 2020 from 2019. So for this, the best thing is you can easily select like this, and then you can go for find a replace, find and replace option, and then you can easily change like it is 2019 and change it to 2020, and then yes, replace all. That's it. It has already replaced it. In the same way, you can come here. You can come here. You can come here. Uh, sorry. You can come here and you can copy this formula here and copy just formulas, and it shows you in NA. It's because still we are in 2019. We have to change this one to 2021. Just select all and go for go for find and replace, and then this should be 21 and replace all. So Excel goes through all the workbook here. So that's why it's finding data from 2020 and 2021. In the same way, we can come here and copy special, copy, copy special on the formula, and then you can do this. For this one, just look for find and replace. For this one, it is 2020, replace all. And for this one, in the same way, change it to 2021, replace all. Okay, let me check what's going on here. Okay, you have so many ways to do this, not only like the way I'm doing. Uh, this, yeah, here in this example, you see 2020 20, so that's why it's not finding 2029 2019. So change it from 2020 to 2021. Replace all. That's it. So you see, our balance sheet is in a balance. So that's how we populate our balance sheet from our source sheet is for 3 years. For 3 years. So why are we using this and doing this historical uh, data? Why do we build this balance sheet from historical data for the last 3 years? It's because we are going to use this data for forecasting, to forecast for our future business performance. We'll see how it works. And yes, we'll see how it works. Well, by now we have already well prepared our balance sheet and our income statement. In the next video, we will see how to add the forecasting period and how to build the scenarios and some uh, the growth performance indicators. So this is enough for now. See you in the next video. Thank you for your time.